Hey everybody, how's it going? Episode 12. What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
Another fun week in wrestling.
Fun?
Not really.
PH fun,
Yeah.
maybe, but not real fun. Raw was a little exciting for me because we got Brock Lesnar talking, which is always exciting when he talks, but he would really turn the heel asshole switch up to 11. Almost had you cheering for Heyman. So, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, it was neat to see Brock. I kind of dug how they kind of made the storyline into how he's just using the WWE, which is really what
Probably
has
what he's
happened in the
doing.
last 2 years.
True.
But I didn't understand. They tried to explain it while they did it, but I didn't understand what was the reasoning behind them banning Roman Reigns out of the building. I mean, we haven't seen each other in 4 months. You know, it's not like
Yeah, and I
hatred.
I highly doubt Lesnar's afraid of
Yeah.
Reigns. I think it was just a way to get. I think it was a way to put Reigns over.
that was a laugh out loud moment when they escorted Reigns out and he knocked out Corbin.
Oh, I should have hit him harder. Should have hit him a little harder. I don't like him. So what did you hear at the end? Did you hear Strowman or Roman at the end?
I personally heard Strowman.
You did.
Yes.
I heard Roman. And
But I could be wrong. You know,
I was listening to Busted Open, and Bully Ray was saying he heard Roman. Someone on his Twitter told him, nope, I was there with Strowman. And then they had a caller saying there was some Strowman, but it was more Roman. So this is like that one, what did they have the couple weeks ago, last month? What do you, like, you listen to some, what do you hear?
Yeah. I remember.
I forgot what it was. And I would look at people weird, just like, how do you hear that? That's not even close. So I heard Roman, you heard Strowman.
That's another thing. For how many months since 2-3 months since Strowman won that belt, he bragged about when the Beast comes back, no matter where it is, I'm gonna cash it in.
Yeah, he didn't. And you know, Vince is known for, I guess, is it called piping in sound? You know, in a stale match, they'll put a crowd sound in there. Maybe we were forced to hear Roman, or I was forced to hear Roman. So maybe we'll hear more of that. You know, somewhere. So I heard Roman. So I'm leaning towards Heyman being done with Brock.
I wonder if Heyman's going to turn on Brock.
And I want Heyman to hook up with Lashley.
Exactly.
And Lashley take out Lesnar. I don't need to see Reigns at SummerSlam. So I'm hoping, unless Heyman shows up with Strowman at the end of that match. I wouldn't want to see Heyman with Strowman, but I could see him jabbing him, hey, Strowman, you got the briefcase, go get him. You know? That might be it. I would love to see Lesnar lose, go to UFC, Lashley take his spot with Heyman.
I would love that too.
Yeah.
I've said it before on this podcast, and I've said it in wrestling chat rooms online. I've been very, very, I shouldn't say angry, but very, very, very disappointed on how they've used Bobby Lashley since he's come back.
Yeah, they're not using...
No offense to Elias. Bobby Lashley's way bigger than Elias.
Yeah,
he should not be in a feud with Elias.
Elias should be in a feud with Seth Rollins or Dolph Ziggler for a mid-card championship, not heavyweight championship caliber wrestlers like Bobby Lashley.
After last week, I was wondering what they're going to do with Lashley, and then when Elias called him out, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
He's like Raw's comic relief right now. He's
Yeah.
not. He should not be in a feud with Bobby Lashley.
No, I like Elias. I'm not.
I don't mind him. I think give him a year or two. I think he's world champion material in a year
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah.
But he
At least IC champion.
he shouldn't be close to Bobby Lashley.
I don't know. I like him because he looks like Randy Savage to me.
I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it.
I see Randy Savage, but I saw some old pictures of him before, either early NXT or pre-NXT, but he didn't have a beard. And if it was a real light beard and short hair. He looks goofy without the beard.
I think Elias is kind of built kind of stockier than Savage was.
Yeah, and that's fine. Savage was ripped though.
He was ripped. But earlier in his career, when he was like wrestling Steamboat at WrestleMania 3, and he was ripped, but he wasn't like
He wasn't as thick
Yeah.
and muscular.
for roids, but
Roids. Savage do roids? Was there? I don't think Savage did.
I think most people did back then.
I don't know. So yeah, we got Reigns getting kicked out of the building. Don't know why they did that. We got Ronda. She showed up.
Yeah, she's gonna be facing not next week. She's
next
gonna be wrestling not Mickey James,
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
I always forget her name. Alicia Fox.
That's gonna. I think Fox is gonna get broke.
Yes.
She's yeah. That's gonna be a squash. That's gonna be a 13-second match if it even starts.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's gonna be a legit match. There won't be any bell. No bell. Write it down. Because she's just gonna come out and I don't want to compare her to Kamala, but she's so outrageous right now. I think she's gonna probably get DQ'd or something before it even starts, or Fox can't even continue or start the match because Ronda's gonna break her arm or something. I think
can see that.
something's gonna
see
break. Something's gonna break.
I could see that. And this is a little off topic, but I said it a couple months ago, and I still kind of see it. I wouldn't be shocked if at SummerSlam Natty turns.
Yeah, I'd like to see that at SummerSlam. Hey, because we can't put a belt on Ronda yet.
Not yet.
I think that's the way it's gonna go. Is Natty's gonna be jealous, and it's gonna cost her the match, cost Ronda the match, and then we'll have Natty versus Ronda at the next pay-per-view, which is what's after SummerSlam. They change them every year.
No. I know they're doing that all women's one.
That's October.
October.
So we still got September. We still got one before that. What's September? That's not Survivor Series.
No, it's not the Survivor Series.
That might be November if they still do it. Let's see. Bayley and Sasha, they tag teamed.
There again. I think they're just setting it up for Sasha to turn.
So you think they're gonna have a match against someone at SummerSlam, and Bayley has to turn
Bayley.
Sasha.
That would be awesome if Bayley turned. I would mark out big time if Bayley turned.
I don't know. Either one of them has to turn because right now it's not interesting. I'm not involved in that at all. It's just like blah, whatever. Matching gear. It's almost over the edge, like Natty and Ronda hugging and best friends. It's like, all right, we know what happens when they get like that, right? We're not rookies. We're not marks.
Yeah.
We're smart marks. Smart marks. Let's see, SmackDown. What did you think of SmackDown?
Yeah, it was all right.
It wasn't bad.
You know, when SmackDown first started, went on their own brand like a couple years ago when Shane took it over, it was awesome. Yep. It was actually my favorite of the two shows.
Yeah.
It's really gone downhill the last 6 months.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is because, why that, but
different writers.
It's not as good as when they first, did the split.
Yeah. I don't know. I heard that Vince is more involved on Raw than he is SmackDown. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I think Triple H and Road Dogg are running SmackDown now. So I don't know if that has something to do with the writing or the matches or the booking or what. But I think for SummerSlam we're getting our Miz and Bryan. I think we'll get that.
I think that's going to be the best storyline.
And we might have a triple threat with Orton, Jeff Hardy, and Nakamura, huh? You think? Or just Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton?
I'm probably thinking a triple threat.
Because Nakamura's not doing anything, and they have to have the championship match,
Yeah.
right? Well, they don't have to. They usually.
And we talked off camera, and I'm going to say this on camera. They've made Jeff Hardy the last month look like a complete wimp.
Yeah, I don't know what he did to piss someone off. I don't know, the way he dropped the
At
belt.
least let him get a little bit of a revenge from last night. Orton came out and Hardy didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah, Nakamura give him
Exactly.
the kick and kicked him in the.
It didn't make any sense. I know you're trying to build up Randy's heel persona again.
But you don't need to.
Yeah.
He's
Been a heel for the last, everybody knows Randy Orton's heel persona. You don't have to remind everybody.
yeah. They're just taking that over the top and at the expense of Jeff Hardy's character.
And then they made such a big deal about Orton last night rubbing the Hardy's face paint off. He's only worn it like maybe twice since he's been back.
it's
It's not
only
like he's the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you
I
imagine
think people know.
Imagine Orton doing that to Warrior.
I know
That would have been. That'd
think
been
people
weird.
know
I
what-
probably would have cried.
I think people know what Jeff Hardy looks like without his makeup on.
Just look up his mugshots.
Oh, you went there.
I went there, guys. Charlotte is back and got herself a championship match.
I like
SummerSlam.
I like Charlotte. Don't get me wrong, but they should have just left it with Becky versus Carmella.
Yep, but you know what? I'm thinking Lynch is gonna probably turn heel on Charlotte to win, right?
I could see that.
I like Charlotte as heel. She's just like her dad. It's like the perfect heel, but I just don't see what they're gonna do with two best friends in there now against Carmella. Someone's got to turn.
Yeah.
And actually, that match with Carmella last night, Carmella didn't look that bad. I watched the entire match, and it wasn't that bad. No, nothing.
She was all right. She's
Okay, I'm not a fan of her. I still don't like her wearing the belt, but I think she's improving.
I'll give her that. She is improving. She should not be even close to being the champion though.
So we got SummerSlam coming up. We got Strowman versus Owens for the Money in the Bank briefcase. Who do you got in that one?
I'd like for them to keep it on Strowman, but I wouldn't be shocked if they had Owens win.
You almost have to think that it's gonna switch hands if they're putting that stipulation on the match. Otherwise, why, right?
What I would do is just by a screwy thing, Owens gets the belt. I mean, gets the briefcase.
Just like an oops, but a fluke.
Yeah, just like a underhanded Weasley type of thing. He gets the briefcase.
Yeah, because they showed Strowman get counted out. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, there's one way you could lose it.
And then after that, I would have Strowman just go berserk. Like the next night on Raw.
He's gone berserk before, and then nothing.
But you know what I'm saying? Instead of having him team with 13-year-old kids, the next night have him like old school Undertaker, American Badass. Have him wait outside in the parking lot for KO when he comes in.
Tell him you're not coming in.
Exactly.
You're not coming in.
Just
go home. You're not coming in tonight, guy.
That's why
I don't know. I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. And we got AJ versus Joe. I got AJ in that one.
That's going to be a damn good match, but I got AJ too.
I don't want to see AJ drop the belt to Joe. I don't like Joe. How do you have two different Samoans? You have Roman Reigns, the good-looking Samoan, and then you have like the dumpster fire Samoa Joe. It's like, that's one ugly dude. Man, I'm not the prettiest, but that dude is just gross. He sweats thinking. Ugh. So we've got our Miz and Bryan, who do you got going in that? Probably Daniel Bryan.
I think Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, he has to.
Miz doesn't need to win.
No, he doesn't need it. But Daniel Bryan's contract is due in September. So if he loses, maybe he won't return. I'd like to see him in Ring of Honor do something good. I hate WWE.
All in.
All in. What's more exciting, All In or SummerSlam? When is SummerSlam?
August.
August?
Sometime in August.
So it's after All In.
It's before All In, because All In is
End of
Labor Day
August.
weekend.
Okay, that's the end of August, like August 30th or something. It
Yeah.
starts. Or StarCast starts. So, yeah, I'm waiting for All In. So I guess there is going to be, I don't know if it's pay-per-view or what, but there is going to be a way to watch it. So that's good. I'm happy for that.
I see Mysterio signed with them. He's gonna be wrestling somebody on the show.
At All In? I thought he signed with WWE.
That's what I heard online.
I read somewhere he signed a 2-year contract. So that's cool. I'd like to see him at All In. That's going to be a huge show. That's going to be a 7-hour pay-per-view.
I know.
So Nick Aldis against Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, that's going to be awesome. I think Nick Aldis is married to Mickie James.
Is he?
I think so.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So are we done with Raw and SmackDown?
I think we're done.
And SummerSlam, because I'm a little excited for this top 10.
Same here. I've been waiting all week for this.
Yeah.
This was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
I'm hoping my shirt doesn't give away my number one.
Anybody that knows me knows who my number one is.
I thought I knew you. I wrote who I think your 1 and 2 is on the back of this sheet. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna cry a little bit if I don't have one of these right. So, top 10 lead guitarists.
Top 10 lead guitarists, and before we get started,
Yeah.
I went through like 4 different sheets.
Yeah.
I told him at least 4 different sheets. No, I can't remember. Oh, I forgot that guy. It was horrible.
Yeah.
And
That's mine.
my thing is, even more than lead vocalist, I always go straight to the guitar.
Yeah.
Guitar is my favorite instrument in the band.
So yeah. Speaking of lead guitar, I'm just going to do a shout out here to the band that does our theme song. Black Forward, their lead guitarist. I got to see him. Big dude, but this guy can totally shred. Curtis Taylor. I almost forgot his name. So check out Black Forward if you like guitar.
Very good.
Very good. If you like our theme song at the beginning of the show, and then if you finish the end, I always have a different song. You ever notice that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. You finished the show. I wonder how many people get to the end and listen to the song at the end. It's always a Black Forest song. Maybe I'll change it up because I'm running out of Black Forest songs unless they come up with some new stuff. But this was very hard.
It was very hard. I can't say enough how hard it was.
Because we're gonna have.
I know there's gonna be some people out there say, "Oh, he didn't put this guy. Oh, he didn't put that guy."
Do you want to do honorable mentions? Do you have any honorable mentions? You don't have anything written down?
I got plenty of.
Oh, you got another sheet. Do you want to do honorable mentions at the end?
Let's do it at the end. Let's do honorable mentions at the end.
That way we don't like ruin our surprise, I guess. So.
Want to get started?
You want me to start this one?
I'll start this one.
Let's keep
Let's do it normal, like we
keep it normal. Don't be throwing people off.
Yeah.
Oh,
my number 10.
It's getting hot in here. Yeah.
Yeah. My number 10. I always thought he was very underrated as a guitarist, and I I remember watching. Obviously, I wasn't alive back then, but go on YouTube and watch this person play guitar at Woodstock.
Jimi Hendrix.
Carlos Santana.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of him. Oh, that's a good one. Man, that's all he does is play guitar.
Yes. And to today, he's awesome.
Yep, he's always got some singer with him, doing special things with Chad Kroeger.
Yeah.
Who else? The guy from Rob Thomas.
Yeah, Rob Thomas.
He had a couple songs on the radio, but Carlos Santana, I didn't even write him down. Wow, that's a good one, Mikey. Man, I think my list is going to be garbage if that's your 10. That's your number 10. All right, okay.
Think positive.
Think positive. So, last WrestleMania, who did Shinsuke Nakamura's intro music?
Oh, it was a chick.
Nita Strauss. That's my number 10.
Okay.
She's hot and she's awesome. She's kind of like a hired gun. She plays with Alice Cooper now, but I'm in love with her.
I never heard of her, in fairness, before she played for Nakamura, but when I heard her do that version, I was like, wow, that was very impressive.
Yeah. So, yeah, I had to put her on here. I left off a lot of good. Ugh.
That's what I said. I know people are going to say, I can't believe you put this guy in and you put that guy in. And
Yeah.
it was hard. You're right. There's no bad choices, really.
No.
I mean,
if you like lead guitar, there's not a whole lot of bad lead guitars out there. Who's a bad lead guitarist? If you're in a band and you're in a rock band and your job is to play lead guitar, you're going to be good. So, like for me, I guess this just goes off of some of my favorite bands, maybe some of my favorite performances. Even your mom, was that Jane Witt, your mom, right?
Yeah.
She was posting videos. I'm like, oh man, I didn't think of him. She had Keith Urban.
Keith Urban is actually a very good guitarist.
I watched that entire solo he had at a show. I'm like, oh my God, this guy for country.
He's very good.
I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of country bands and singers that can really play guitar.
And you can play guitar on an acoustic guitar. You don't need
and a banjo, fiddle.
Yeah.
All right, what's your number 9?
My number 9. I love this band, and I absolutely loved this guitarist. My number 9 is Slash.
God damn! I had him for your number 2. Was my prediction. Wow! He's on my list, but he's higher. You got him at 9. I thought for sure he was going to be higher, if not your number 1.
I know.
Wow.
But Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah.
You listen to that riff on Sweet Child of Mine.
Well, even he can still go too, like Velvet Revolver and stuff he's doing at Miles Kennedy.
Yeah.
He's got his own sound, but he can still play. You might not even know my number 9. Mark Tremonti.
The name sounds very familiar. Actually, the name sounds very familiar. Who is that?
That's the lead guitarist for Alter Bridge. He was a Creed, but Alter Bridge is like one of my favorite bands. And then he's got his own solo project, Tremonti. Check out Tremonti's song Dust. Awesome, good stuff. All right, number 8.
This one's for my dad.
Ooh.
We always would go up to my grandpa's house and listen to this CD going up to my grandpa's house. Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Ooh, nice.
The father of blues.
I remember seeing one performance of his. He breaks a string, and just it's like.
And one of my dance.
You ever see that? You ever see that video?
Yeah.
He's still playing, and then his tech guy comes in and he just switches guitars, and you close your eyes and you can't even tell the difference between.
One of my
where he
dad's
changed.
friends was at his last concert.
Yeah, it was Alpine Valley. Yeah, he was on my list. I wrote his name down. He was one of the first ones I wrote down. but I guess maybe I, like you and your dad, listened to him. I didn't have a dad, so I never got to like listen to that stuff. I had a dad, but he was a dick. So, my number 8, Dimebag Darrell, Pantera.
He was on my big list. Believe
Yeah.
me, it was between my Slash. It was between
Yep.
him and Slash.
Yeah, it's like,
I put Dimebag on, and then I put Slash on. I put Dimebag on, I put Slash on.
yeah. I loved Pantera growing up.
Walk,
Walk.
Cowboys from Hell.
All their albums are awesome.
Yes.
What was the name of the Damage Plan after Pantera broke up? That was awesome. Yeah. That was my number 8. You got 7.
At number 7, I called Stevie Ray Vaughan the father of the blues. This guy's the godfather of the blues, B.B. King.
Nice. I know we talked a little bit about him last week. He was on my list. I wrote him down. I saw him live. I actually met him in Milwaukee, but I just couldn't put him on here. Yeah, I love B.B. King. I love blues, and yeah, he's the king of blues.
King.
That's what I said, right?
I know. You said King. I'm just reiterating it.
Like, what did I just say?
He's
I thought
a little
my
paranoid.
brain told me to say king. Did I say something else?
Sorry.
All right. That was your 7?
Yes.
My number 7 is Prince.
He was on. Oh my God, that is so scary. He was on my list.
Yeah. And you took him off? Just watching Prince, even watching the movie Purple Rain, and that was like one of my
That's a great selection.
first music memories is watching Purple Rain as a kid. I was like, I don't know, 10 years old maybe.
Remember the weekend he died, they had loop after loop after loop of him singing and playing guitar.
Yeah.
And you forget how good of a guitar player he is.
He was amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you know, people always look at his singing ability.
his singing,
But you forget
piano.
how great
he was just one of the best musicians ever. I don't know, Michael Jackson, Prince, the best. What do you got for 6?
My number 6, is the guitarist for my favorite band of all time, and I knew I had to put him on somewhere on this list.
Ace Frehley.
Always wanted to see this band in person. I never got the chance to, but my number 6 is Angus Young.
Oh. There's another one I forgot to write down. That's 2.
I love AC/DC. AC/DC.
Yeah.
I just love that band, and now it's over. But
Well, you still got Axl Rose in there. Are you still going with him?
I
No?
would never go see that.
You wouldn't see that?
I wouldn't go see that. Maybe
I would.
Maybe 20, 25 years ago I would have seen that. Axl's voice is not as good as
Yeah,
it
but I've
used to
never
be.
seen Guns N' Roses. I probably never will. I've never seen AC/DC. If I had the chance, if we could go to Madison or Chicago, we would go, right?
I would go. I
Yeah.
would go.
Yeah.
But it just wouldn't be the same with
It wouldn't
Brian
be the
Johnson.
same. Yeah. I don't think, like we talked about last week, I don't like when bands change lead singers.
This actually worked, though.
Axl Rose is an amazing lead singer, but Brian Johnson had that
AC/DC was one of the only bands
accent.
that transitioned singer to singer. Because in the 70s they had Bon Scott. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, they sounded
died.
so much alike, though.
And then they transitioned to Brian Johnson, and they didn't miss a beat.
No, I think it's because they had the accents and it's the rough, growly sound. You couldn't even tell a difference. I still can't tell a difference on some songs. It's like, all right, who's this? So that was your number 6.
Yes.
My number 6 is Jimi Hendrix. I hope he's on there.
It's a little higher. It's a little
A
higher.
little higher. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze, and then just him doing is that the national anthem? The Star
Yeah.
Spangled Banner, right?
Yeah,
Woodstock. That's like, whew. Then he lights his guitar on fire. Oh my God, that just gives you goosebumps. I love it. I love Jimi Hendrix. Another guy we lost too soon. Can you imagine if he was around today?
27.
20, yeah, a lot of these famous people die at 27.
Kurt Cobain,
Kurt Cobain,
Janis Joplin,
Chris Farley.
Jim Morrison,
Yep,
Jimi Hendrix.
they all die at 27. Oh, that was my 6. You got 5.
My number 5. I like this band, but I loved this guitarist. I would watch this band just for the guitarist. My number 5 is David Gilmour.
Wait a minute. I don't know who that is.
He was the lead guitarist for Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. Oh, I knew
Comfortably Numb.
that. Yeah.
Type in Comfortably Numb on YouTube. I'm telling you, he would be on your top 10 if you
I'm
watch
embarrassed. I might have to edit that out. It's like, who's David Gilmour?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I love Pink Floyd.
Comfortably Numb. It was one of the best guitar solos I've ever seen.
And aren't they? There's a reunion, isn't there? Or just not too long ago, I thought they were back together.
Were they?
Yeah, because I just saw something.
In
not
fairness,
too long
I was
ago.
never that big into the band, but
You ever see The Wall?
yeah,
Oh, freaky man.
yeah.
All right, David Gilmour. That's a nice one. I like it. My number 5 is Slash. Is that our first one?
Yes.
I knew we wouldn't get that many.
No. Because there's too many.
There's
you know?
so many. Slash. I love Guns N' Roses. I knew he was going on here. I just didn't know where to put him. Yeah. So, all right. How about your number 4?
My number 4. I love this.
Oh.
I love this band.
I'm trying to guess.
I love this band. And this guitarist. I was a kid when they came out, and I just instantly gravitated to this guitarist,
Yeah.
Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah. Wait, that was your 4?
Yeah.
On the nuts. Pew, yeah.
The riffs that he did
Yep.
back in the early 80s,
Well, even in the 90s,
in the 90s too, but I mean,
but 80s with David Lee Roth. Yeah.
yeah.
Eruption.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Jump, Panama.
Yeah. Your mom actually shared a video of Eddie doing Eruption, and I watched it. I'm like, wow, your mom's cool.
Yeah.
My mom probably doesn't even know who Eddie Van Halen is. She can bake you a cake, but that's music? No. Eddie Van Halen, yeah. I loved his guitar. The red guitar with all the stripes all over the place. That was just cool. Loved it. One of my favorites is the intro to Pound Cake. When he's using the drill on the guitar.
Oh yeah.
That's the coolest sound ever, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, that's our 4 on the nuts. All right, we might be getting some more. I don't think we'll get any dings here. All right, who do you got for 3?
My number 3 is, I think, in my opinion, might be the best lead guitarist for a band I ever heard. My number 3 is Jimmy Page.
Oh yeah.
Stairway to Heaven.
Yep.
That,
I love Led Zeppelin.
that song is like 40 years old,
Yep.
and you could still turn it on.
Yep. Well, everything that Led Zeppelin did
Exactly.
is just.
And if you think about it, they weren't around that long.
They weren't around that long, but they had enough albums. I don't even want to guess, about 4 or 5 albums. I don't think any of their songs sounded the same.
No.
None of the riffs sounded the same. He had a different sound for every song.
Yeah.
And
I just think he was the best pure lead guitarist for a band,
yeah,
in my opinion.
yeah. And then he'd play the double neck guitar sometimes.
Yes.
Oh man, that cool.
That's not easy
No,
at all.
you got to turn your brain off from this one, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't even play Guitar Hero. So my number 3 is Randy Rhoads. Started with Quiet Riot, then he went to Ozzy. I love Ozzy. Ozzy, I've seen him 6-7 times. I love him.
See, I never got the opportunity to see Ozzy.
No.
I always wanted to.
Yeah, that's probably one of my next tattoos is a crazy Ozzy guy with the straight jacket on. Yep, that's coming up next. Oh yeah, Randy Rhoads. How old was he when he died? I don't think he was 27. I thought he was.
He was younger,
He was
but-
younger,
yeah.
probably 23, 24.
Yeah.
But so young and talented. Just. And
How
then
did
his
he die?
guitar,
How did he die?
playing helicopter.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a helicopter crash.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think they were leaving Alpine Valley though. Maybe they were.
No.
I don't think so.
don't
No,
think so.
I think it's more south. So yeah, Randy Rhoads at 3. What do you got for 2?
My number 2, because my brother from another mother got me started on this guy a couple years ago, and I really started watching him. Zach Wilde.
Oh, there's a nuts on the nuts. Zach Wilde. Oh, berserker mode, dude. I've seen him with Ozzy. I haven't seen him with Black Label Society. Still on my to-do list because he's on tour all the time. I've got the BLS skulls on my hands. I lost my voice one time for a day or two after screaming BLS at him at an Ozzy show. I love Zach Wilde. Not only a good guitar player, or the best guitar player, but he's funny as hell.
Yeah.
If you watch him on YouTube or any of his stuff on whatever he posts, he's nuts. He's hilarious. I love him. So one of these days I'm gonna have to either see him or meet him or get another tattoo, I guess. So thank you for putting him at number 2. Now, you know what? There's your number 1, right? I knew it was gonna be Jimi Hendrix.
My number 1 is Jimi Hendrix.
Yep.
Anybody that knows me out there, I fell in love with Jimi Hendrix when I was a kid. I did book reports on Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Wow.
Anybody that can play the guitar when the guitar is completely engulfed in flames.
You got my vote.
Yeah. And I mean, some of the riffs you hear today are from Jimi Hendrix, you know. And if you cut to the chase, he wasn't around that long at all. I think
Couple years.
He came out in like 67, 68, and I think he had passed away in 71.
Yeah.
So he was only around for like 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
And all the stuff he did.
In those couple years, and just
My favorite Jimi Hendrix song, and it's not because it involved a wrestler, but my favorite song of his was Voodoo Child.
Yeah.
And I loved Voodoo Child for 20 years before
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan started using
That's
it.
the coolest intro ever, right?
Yeah, but then when he started using Voodoo Child, I'm like, he's using Voodoo Child as his entrance music now?
That was cool though.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect song for NWO, right?
Yeah, and I always wondered if WCW had to pay rights to the Jimi Hendrix
I'm
Foundation
sure.
because
That's why WWE didn't use it when NWO came to WWE.
yeah,
They
'cause I think
probably didn't
the
want to pay.
estate- I think Jimmy's estate owns that all his.
Oh, I'm sure. Yep. Yeah. Awesome number 1. So a lot of people aren't going to know my number 1, which is a shame because he's been around 30 years, 35 years. He started as a shredder just doing like instrumental stuff. Then he went to join Poison when CC DeVille had drug problems. I think he was screwing around with Ricky Rocket's ex-wife or something, so he got kicked out of Poison. Which is pretty rock and roll, right?
Yeah.
You get kicked out of the band for sleeping with the drummer's wife. Then he went and joined Mr. Big for an album or 2. I think it's 2 albums. And then he did solo stuff, and now he's got a band called the Winery Dogs, and actually just came back from Europe. Oh boy, I'm talking a lot about Richie Kotzen. I know everything about this guy. Seen him a couple times. Just saw him in Chicago this last spring, early summer. He's just so talented. He's just my favorite musician right now, and he has been for 10 plus years, 15 years maybe. Ever since, well, maybe even 20 years, ever since he was with Poison. Because I wasn't a big CC DeVille fan. So yeah, Richie Kotzen, if you haven't heard of him, check him out. I don't know what else to say. I literally listen to either Richie Kotzen or Winery Dogs every day. Every day. That's all I play in my car. Or at home. Or whatever. And I've got
I'm
the
attesting
tattoo.
to that because I've heard it before.
Yep, that won't shut up. So that wasn't too bad. We've got
4?
We had 2 on the nuts, Slash and Zach Wild. That's pretty cool. Oh
I
yeah,
didn't want to put. Here's the deal.
and we had
I didn't want to
Eddie.
put. I didn't want to put guitarists that sound similar, like Zach Wild and Dimebag.
it's very
Very
similar.
similar.
Very
So
similar.
I didn't want to put. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. I just put. I guess my
I know.
my favorites.
I know.
No, but if you look at, you got your
Do honorable
honorable mentions. I've got John Mayer on mine.
I got Jack White. Johnny Ramone. Remember Ramone?
I've got Buckethead on here. You know
I
Buckethead,
didn't
right?
even think about Buckethead.
He's wacky, but he's check out Jordan, the song Jordan by Buckethead. You'll piss your pants.
The Edge from U2.
Yep. Orianthi played with Michael Jackson. Who's she with now? I think she's dating Richie Sambora, which I don't have on my list.
I got Richie.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I got Tom Morello,
I got
Rage Against the Machine?
Jeff Beck.
Paul Gilbert, Joe Perry,
Joe Perry. I got
Satriani.
Joe Satriani.
Yeah. You got Steve Vai then.
I forgot to put Steve Vai. I put Chuck Berry.
Chug.
Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry.
After your mom posted videos, I put Keith Urban on here. I knew he wasn't going to make my top 10, but I'm like,
Yeah.
Keith Urban, because what I saw. I posted a video on.
Kirk Hammett.
I posted a video of our. Oh, I didn't put Kirk on here. Whew, hopefully he doesn't find out. I posted a video on our page the other day of Vinnie Vincent. I thought you were a big Kiss fan. I was expecting Ace Frehley on your list.
I love Kiss.
Yeah.
I love Kiss.
You weren't an Ace Frehley fan
I
though?
wasn't a huge Ace fan.
So,
Kiss, I love Kiss, but they were more showmen
yeah.
than musicians. I know that's gonna piss a couple people off out there, but
Yeah. Nuno Betancourt.
Richie Blackmore,
Ooh, I forgot about him. Yeah, I've got a lot of the ones you mentioned.
Mike Campbell.
Mike Campbell. Mike
He
Campbell.
was the lead guitarist for 30 years. For 30 years, he was lead guitarist for Tom Petty at Heartbreakers.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was,
Kurt Cobain, I put.
oh yeah.
I put Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl plays a mean guitar.
Yeah. He's not just a drummer.
John Frusciante.
Are you pronouncing that wrong? Because I don't know.
He's the guitarist for Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, and I'm not a big fan of Peppers.
No?
No. That little Buzz guy, what's his name? Flea?
Lee.
Ugh.
Jerry Garcia.
Oh, wow. The Dead, huh?
Eric Clapton.
Fuck. I'm going to put him on here quick because I did not think of him. Who was a guitar player?
Another one that it was that close from getting on my top 10.
Yeah.
He would have been probably 11th. Was Brian May from Queen.
He was good.
Keith Richards I have on there.
Oh my God. I'm embarrassed because I forgot some of these. I guess my list is more heavy, I guess.
Pete Townsend.
Oh, yeah. The Who?
Yeah.
Yep.
George Harrison.
George Harrison. Yep. I was going to say, who's the guitar player for the Beatles? I forgot.
Well, see, Hendrix pretty much started the whole genre of playing, like
Fast.
a solo guitar.
Yeah.
Back in the Beatles' day,
It was all rhythm.
Yeah, it was all rhythm. Nobody had, Ringo, play the drums for 5 minutes. Nobody did that,
No.
because
Yeah, you can't share. Yeah. So that was.
Dave Mustaine.
Oh, shut up. That's my number 11. God, I don't like doing these top 10s. So many that you mentioned, and I didn't even think of. Dave Mustaine is. Oh, I love Megadeth. And then Kirk Hammett, I didn't even think of him. Eric Clapton, I didn't think of him, but I got Keith Urban on here. Keith Urban's good, but someone had to refresh my memory with that. So, do you have any? Who's some other good country lead guitar players? Can you think of anybody?
You know, when I go home, I'm gonna think of what.
Like I know Garth Brooks plays guitar, but he does he do
Yeah.
any like
I had Willie Nelson on
solos?
here.
Oh yeah, Willie Nelson. You could go Johnny Cash. He
I was
played
thinking
good.
Johnny Cash.
Waylon Jennings. And the Nuts.
See, that's the kind of country music I like.
Yeah, the country
older
western,
country.
old 80s stuff, 70s, 80s country. This bubblegum country stuff that's out now.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even listen to it. 30 seconds.
It's
I have
more
to turn
geared toward the females. It is. I mean,
off. I don't know who it's geared toward. Not guys.
no.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me
See,
started. on
70s and 80s country is like, hey, I'm sad. I'm gonna go to the bar and drink it off, and you know. But today it's
Go
like
home.
my-
They're all getting their trucks
Yeah.
dirty and then
My-
going to the car wash and
my
drinking
wife
beer
left
and
me,
Mike's Hard
and my
Lemonade.
dog died, and all cry me a river.
Yep. And now it's like, oh, my 40-inch tires cost me $600. Really? I hate country music nowadays. One of these weeks,
Oh, what Neil Young? I put Neil Young down.
I can't. There's nothing really special I can remember of him.
Tony Iommi.
Oh, son of a bitch! I'm going home. I'm going home. That's my number 12 then. Oh, how did I not even put that down?
See, I went more older than you did, JJ.
Yeah. And that's because you know what I think it has to do with the way we were raised. You had the dad that introduced you to music. I had to find out on my own. My mom didn't listen to music, and what she did was like Alabama or Barry Manilow.
Hey, I listened to Alabama when I was a kid too.
Well, yeah, they're not bad, but that's what I had to listen to until I got my own radio. I was old enough to get
But
my own
Dwayne
radio.
Allman from the Allman Brothers.
You know, I had a couple people convinced that they were from Almond. That's the Almond. Allman Bancroft brothers.
Okay.
They believed it. You idiots. Wow, how did I forget Black Sabbath?
But I went like a couple like really old school. Like I said, I had Chuck Berry
Yep.
and I had Buddy Holly.
Awesome. You went old school. I went 80s, 90s rock, metal,
I said I had James Hetfield, even though he was not
the rhythm.
he played a few things the guitar.
Then you could say Cliff Burton too.
He was more of a bassist, I think, wasn't he?
Cliff Burton was bass, yeah. Why am I saying lead guitar? Idiot.
That's all right.
I swear I'm not drunk.
Bass, that would be hard because
I might only have 10 or 12.
we're not doing bass because I have no idea.
All right, who would be your number one bass player? I would say Billy Sheehan.
I would probably say Cliff Burton.
Yeah. Over Jason Newsted?
That Cliff Burton, those first couple of Metallica.
They were bass heavy, yeah. And that's why they were probably, those probably the best albums Metallica put out.
Kill 'Em All.
I don't know if it's because of the bass guitar.
Was Cliff on Kill 'Em All? Was that?
Yeah. Kill 'Em All was,
Or did he die before?
no. Oh, man.
Now it's gonna piss
I'm
me
not
off.
even going to say anything because I don't want to look like an idiot. Because I can't think. This top 10 fried my brain.
So you make the call. Who had the better top 10 list, folks?
This guy.
I don't know.
I thought I went outside the box a little bit with
Exactly.
Nita Strauss and Prince, and I almost
Prince.
put.
I love that Prince pick. I had Prince on it as recently as last night.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And you know who took, Nita Strauss at number 10. I almost put John Mayer at 10. I've seen John Mayer a couple times. That dude, he can play. He's good.
and I wanted to put a couple of blues people.
Yeah, I love blues. Man, this was just hard. And then there's names that you're mentioning that I forgot, and I'm almost in tears. So next week, should we take a break from top 10s?
Top 10s. We're gonna take a break.
We'll think of some more top 10s
Yes.
to do. But next week, you had to say Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
Are we gonna do our top four? Our top four, or the actual I say,
Mount Rushmore's only got 4 dudes on it, right?
yeah, but
Then that's how.
is it going to be our top 4, like our favorite, or is it going to be like who was like the most influential in?
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I guess you do it whatever way you want. Like I'm gonna do most influential.
Oh, yeah.
I've probably got 3 right now. I don't know who number 4 is gonna be. Oh, I don't know who 4 would be. You want to do Mount Rushmore right now? Do you have any? Do you have 3?
I got 3.
Let's just both put 2 in. Let's just bust it out right now. Hulk Hogan, right?
Yeah.
Ric Flair,
Yep.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yep.
Who's number 4? I can't. I can't say John Cena. He probably should be at least the top 5. But I can't put him in my top.
This
4.
would not be in my personal 4 because he was a little before our time,
But it was influential.
but he was influential.
Did he help put wrestling on the map?
Bruno.
Bruno Sammartino, yeah. That could be a good one. Yeah, that would probably be it.
He made wrestling in the 70s.
Yep.
Made wrestling.
Yeah.
But now we just ruined it for next week. What the hell, JJ?
I knew it. I didn't want to wait till next week. I knew I had 3. So you had Bruno in the 70s, Flair in the 80s, Hogan towards the late 80s, early 90s, and Stone Cold in the late
Pretty much
90s.
the 4 biggest stars in the history of wrestling.
Yeah,
Right there.
that's 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Then you got probably John Cena at number 5. The Rock, yeah, he could probably be a 5 or a 6 if you're gonna do yeah. All right, so we screwed up our episode 13. So
Let's talk about Packers next week.
we didn't do any Packer news.
That's right.
It's still a little early in the
early.
season. Preseason.
Preseason starts
training.
next Friday.
Yep.
So we'll talk about Packers next
let's
week.
talk about Packers next week. Good job, Mikey. See you next week.
See you next week. Have a good week.
What?
Everybody.
Finish your sentence, bro.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Why do I feel like it's never gonna stop? Take my time and the bomb's about to drop. Not skipping, gotta keep spinning. Minds are firing, I'm twitching in the kitchen. Days go by and the world's about to pop. Just take it slow. You're tied to the road. Trapped in time as I slowly start to climb. Moves are slow and the creeps don't seem to mind. Not skipping, gotta keep spinning. Guns are firing, I'm twitching in the kitchen. Break my spine and the bomb's about to drop. Just take it slow. You're tied to the road. I'm going home. My mind is blown. I'm going down till my soul is gone again. She said, I'm skipping, gotta keep spinning. Minds are firing, I'm twitching in the kitchen.